11:25. We've checked out of the dive motel. I guess it wasn't that bad. It's just I get so much better for the money they charge, and they charge way more than everybody else. It's just I was ripped off, but yeah, no choice. Anyway, moving on. Working on our way to get home. Need a couple more days till we get home, but we're heading home. So we've got 419 kilometers today, which is a fair distance, but not so bad when it's on highway like this. And a lot of it will be highway. And we're going to end up near Quebec City, Victoriaville. So those are usually my leap points from Grey Bruce area when I'm doing these out east trips. Usually it's like every 400 kilometers. So from Grey Bruce where I am, it's like 400 clicks to... Wait, just want to make sure I'm taking the right road here. I think I want that. Yep. Everybody agrees. So the first leap is usually Smith Falls, and then it's Victoriaville. If you go every roughly 400 kilometers. Okay. Now no, it doesn't want me to go off here. Nope, I'm gonna go back on. Well, one GPS wants me out of here, and one GPS doesn't. It's kind of weird. Lost an hour. I just crossed the time zone. Nice that the LED on my Twin just automatically does it for me. So they just looked down and went, shit, it's only 8 o'clock, what the hell? I can't believe it. So I finally find an exit, and you take a couple of roads here and there, and you're at this gas bar in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like it's so freaking busy here. There's not one parking spot available in the entire parking lot. It's like everybody in Quebec and New Brunswick just came here. So even though it was overcrowded and whatnot, just enough people had pulled out just as I was getting ready, so I did get a spot right in front of the window to park. And I went inside and I found a table where I could keep an eye on the bike while I'm sitting there. So that was awesome. Breakfast came quickly. It wasn't a great breakfast. It's just a typical sort of diner breakfast. But we ate something. We had a few sips of coffee. And then I went out and I put the rain suit on right outside the parking lot as I saw all this crap coming in. Just in time, just as I was getting the helmet on and mounting the bike, the raindrops just started. So couldn't have timed that part any better. Got all suited. Now I don't have the jacket on. I don't have the riding jacket because it was hot. But now it's feeling pretty cool without the riding jacket, just the raincoat. So if this gets too cold, I'll have to pull over again and put the rain jacket on, of course. I was just checking the map when I was in there eating. And I've actually got to do something opposite of what both GPSs are saying. Although this one might agree with me because it's trying to get me off the highway. But we're not getting off at this exit yet. We want 285. And then and that'll get me to bypass Rivière de Loup because I really don't need to go through a big town right now. So I think I'm going to ignore this one. Keep going. I believe it's Highway 285. It'll go north to the St. Lawrence, and instead of doing this, I'll get on the 132. Especially in this rain and stuff, it probably would be better for me. Since we don't have to worry about any ferries or anything, we may be able to listen to Garmin again. Yes, I believe this is 132. So, this is more what I wanted to do. It's not like I'm running late. I just wanted to do this. Go along the St. Lawrence like this. And then that way, if I need to pull over and throw a coat on or do anything, I can do it. The old 132. For the most part, if you're ever going between Quebec City and heading out east or coming back to Quebec City, this is a nice way to go on the bike, as opposed to just bolting it on the highway, I guess. Oh, something on the road here. We got les bouches, les grasses on the road in le Quebec. Not good, not good. Très non bien. Yeah, this is looking a whole lot more familiar now. I believe this is the road I came out on. I must have come out on 132. I don't remember. I thought I was on the highway more, but I remember coming along here and there's lots of little spots. Well, not lots, but there's some spots that you could pull over and you get your picnic table and stuff. And that's the nicest part about this, is you can pull over if you need to pull over. Look at that rock island out there. I don't think there's anything on it. It would just be so cool to take a boat over there and just kind of hike around on it. I don't know if you can see. That's the best I can give you. Kind of got to watch where I'm going. Yay! He's not from Quebec. And stuff like that. Check this out. Yeah, you think I'm worried about the weather? These guys are worried about the weather. These bikes, mind you, I don't think they're going that far, but they do have quite a bit of luggage. They might be going up to that picnic spot. They don't look like they're touring cross country or anything like that, but they all look pretty loaded down with picnic stuff. Let's go for a picnic in the rain on the beach in the St. Lawrence. Hey. Your best weather app that you could possibly have is the sky. You just read the sky, feel the wind. You can even literally smell it, what kind of weather's coming in. And that's what I do. And you know something? That has always been 100% accurate for me. Alright, this is way too much stuff. You got way too much stuff. I know. Like, holy crapola. And I mean, I'm concerned because I can't put enough stuff on my bike to go camping. And they're obviously all set up to go camping. They just pull over and camp. Biking out in Kamouraska. Bienvenue, bienvenue. All the way along the St. Lawrence. So both GPSs tried to get me to go back to the highway. I'm like, no. We're heading west. Look, I'm heading parallel to your line. I don't have to go on the big highway. Look, see? Not necessary. Well, I can tell that I'm certainly not the only biker to think of this, taking the 132 instead of the highway, because I see very few bikes on the highway, at least around here. Very few. And yet I go along this 132 and it's bike, just waving and waving and waving. So this is obviously the way to go. Big bridge coming up. Kind of cool. More biker dudes, biker dude. And le bridge à la rivière. Alright, so stopped at this little pullover park spot and took the rain pants off. It looks pretty blue the way I'm going. I don't know. I mean, if it gets bad, I'll just have to stop again, but it's just so blitzing hot. Not really raining. It's gusty, windy, very humid. So we're going no jacket and no rain pants and no jacket. We're scaling her down as low as we can, at least for this part of the journey. Backing her out, Ah, good enough. Check out these awesome sandcastles. Like, I was just taking pictures of them, but just for the video, I'll show you a few. A few. Pretty wild, eh? Some of them are just amazing, like that dragon one is just incredible. I don't know if you can see it well in the GoPro. I was already over there taking pictures, so anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick look at that. Just some amazing artwork, and that it all sticks together when they do it is incredible. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't have any money. I'll tell you, French people have money. There is absolutely no doubt. People in Quebec are extremely wealthy. I see. What do you guys do for a living? Or what did you do? Mind you, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't want to set up like that. I'm just not into like getting a great big bus and driving all over the country, and I'd rather buy like a nice cottage up north where I don't have to worry about crowds and people and traffic and everything. Now, I'd take the Aston Martin up there. See, this is the problem. You don't have reverse. You gotta walk everything out. Jeez, we got a real traffic jam here. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's get back on the old 132. Oh my God. Let me out of here. Andrew, are you gonna let me in? Oh shit. It did stall. She might have let me in there too, but she stalled. Okay. So because I didn't like take the main Highway 20, I didn't end up downtown Montreal or anything. I'm still near Quebec City. But even the Garmin is taking me on through the city. But it's okay, this was better. I went on the highway and it was just brutal, backed up traffic. So I'd rather slowly cruise through the suburbia here to get through than to sit in a traffic jam on the Trans-Canada. It's, well, you can kind of see on the map, I'm south of Quebec City, across the river. Definitely a long way from Riviere. That looks really nice in there, actually. But I got a long way to go yet. I just can't stop everywhere. There's just not enough hours in the day. It would be like late at night pulling into everything, and I'm just not going to do that.